Welcome to Fourth Hour Science. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2020. It is our last week of school. I hope that you have all of your assignments almost done for all of April and May. Make sure your name is on everything and that your papers are together. Pickup will be on Thursday. We will have more details coming out later. Okay, I hope you gave your mom your plant for Mother's Day. I apologize for not reminding you on Thursday and letting you know that there was also a card inside of your packets to make a Mother's Day card for your moms. I hope that you did it. So we are almost done with our Earth Day packets. Today we will work on 3 worksheets: weather and climate, the greenhouse effect, and Earth Day celebration. I'd like to talk about coal is a fossil fuel that creates pollution. Factories and cars also add to our pollution. The ozone is inside the earth and protects people from the harmful sun's radiation. These pollutants cause global warming, which is when too many of these gases from pollution enter our upper atmosphere or the ozone layer. Tomorrow we will finish our packets and have time to do our next lesson on Wednesday. So let's take a look at today's assignments. We will start with weather and climate. Weather is the conditions of a small area in a short period of time. Climate is the conditions of a large area over a long period of time. The Antarctica has its own climate there. We have our climate here. In Colorado, they can be very different from the climate up in the mountains. So what you are to do is you need to put a check mark in the correct box if it is talking about weather or if it is talking about climate. Weather is what the temperature is now. Climate is, for the most part, what their temperatures are like all of the time. So a big storm came through yesterday. Is that weather or is it climate? I'm going to tell you that it's weather because it is a specific area that got the storm. So number 2, the desert is a hot, dry place. This is talking about the entire desert. And we know that deserts are hot, dry places. That is the climate of a desert, hot and dry. So that one is going to be climate. Antarctica is super cold. Again, that's talking about an entire continent and not just an area. So that one is also going to be climate. Today's high temperature was 57 degrees. That is weather. We're talking about what the temperature is for us today. It is very humid in the Amazon rainforest. We've learned that rainforests are very humid places. That's the climate of rainforests. Humid, a lot of rain, and so that one would be climate. Right here, it would be climate. Okay, so that is our lesson on weather and climate. The next one is the greenhouse effect, and I talked a little bit about the gases that enter our atmosphere from pollution, fossil fuels. So this is the greenhouse effect, and you really should read them all before you try to answer any of them. So the first thing that I am going to do is I'm actually going to read the definition of the greenhouse effect. And it's on here, okay? So here you have to list 1, 2, or 3. Is it the definition? Is it a danger or is it a solution? So the greenhouse effect, Earth offers us a greenhouse effect, like a greenhouse. The atmosphere traps the sun's heat inside it. This keeps our planet at an even, safe temperature. That is a definition of the greenhouse effect. So let's go to the top. Burning coal, oil, and other fossil fuels are a big part of the problem. They put too many gases in the air and cause the earth to get too warm. Is that a danger or is it a solution? Let's read the next one first. Plants help the greenhouse effect to stay in balance. You can help too by reducing the discharges you create. Live a green life. Start today. Cars put a lot of pollution in the air. So here it is talking about living a green life. I'm going to think that that one is going to be the solution. I talked about Earth offers us a greenhouse effect, like a greenhouse. The atmosphere traps the sun's heat inside it. That is a definition. So burning coal, oil, and other fossil fuels are a big part of the problem. They put too many gases in the air and cause the Earth to get too warm. That's a danger. That can affect our ozone layer that protects us. We need that protection to have life on Earth from the sun's ultraviolet radiation. So that would conclude this lesson. And the last lesson for today is this page right here, Earth Day Celebration, and it talks about several different things on each one. For example, what will you do on Earth Day? Read each category and draw a line through the statement that does not belong. Think of a better idea instead. So we have boxes: care for, appreciate all, and promise to. So to care for, we can plant something, paint your fingernails a fun color, clean litter from a park, or start a compost. Which one of those do not belong in that box? I'm going to think it is to paint your fingernails a fun color. So the page tells us to put a line across it. I put a line across it, and to write something else that we can do instead. So I put a few ideas. I thought we could start a garden, and it's still very early to plant root crops like radishes, carrots, and lettuce. We could start recycling. We could prepare the ground for a garden. We could care for our yard. You can decide, okay? So let's come up here to appreciate all. Appreciate resources like the sun, the water, the air, all of that. Appreciate the colors in nature, books on library cards, and the seasons. Which one is the oddball in there? We're talking about plants, we're talking about nature, and then we have library cards in there. I put an X across that sentence, and I thought that maybe we could appreciate all plants and animals. We could appreciate life. We could appreciate the beauty of the seasons. Again, you can decide what you would like to put in there. So let's look down here to promise to, run a mile each week, recycle items, reuse things, reduce waste, and live green. Which one is the oddball? I'm going to say run a mile each week. So what can we replace it with? I put a line through it. We could start a compost pile. We can begin a journey of planting one tree every year. We could plant flowers. We could not litter. You decide. Okay, that is our last lesson for today. I hope you watched so that you've done those worksheets with me. Would have made it really easy. That concludes our lesson for today. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.